let's talk buying your first home. Now, I'm going to keep it short because this is going to be my first video on the subject. And where I would start, the first place you need to start when buying a home is with expectations. I'm actually making this video because it was inspired by a conversation this morning with a friend who asked me, I want to buy a house, but is it going to be in 2 years or in 20 years? And I thought that was a really good question because setting your expectations in this process is going to be very important. First off, it's a little overwhelming because you have to get yourself in financial order. You got to make sure you have a good credit score. How much money do you need to save? Where do you want to live? All of those things. So it's not going to be 20 years. It's not probably going to be 10 years. It's probably in the 2 to 5 year range if you're making the decision today. It could be a lot sooner. You might be in a better position than you realize. My conversation this morning, I think she could buy a house a lot sooner than she originally thought. And the great thing is, though, able to sit down, look at the area, look at kind of like what the average home price is. She's looking at she needs to be in the 500 to 550 range. And that's pretty fair for the Portland area as far as a home price for a detached home with a little bit of a yard that is in pretty good condition. But that's like Hillsborough area. You're talking a little bit different price in, say, Gresham. So I can get you a nice house for $400,000 to $425,000. It's going to be more of a 3-bed, 1-bath ranch. Or I can get you into a tiny 400 square foot, $200,000 downtown condo. I mean, it's just whatever you want to live in. There's a huge array of homes to choose from. Some quick math to go off of is just plan on 3.5% down for a down payment. Then you're going to have some closing costs, so at least another 1 to 2%. So probably saving up 5% of whatever home you would like to buy. So it's $500,000. Then you're going to have probably around $25,000 you're going to need saved up, which is a lot of money. But having that number gives you a goal. And it doesn't have to be $500,000. That's, in my opinion, not a starter home. You can get homes for a lot less. It's just you're probably going to have to compromise in it being maybe an attached home, not being in the perfect community. You're going to have compromises you're going to need to make depending on your income, savings rate, credit score, all that good stuff. So if you want to buy a house today, realize you're probably not going to buy a house today. That's okay. The nice thing about buying a home, though, is it forces you to take a very hard look at the way that you're spending your money, and it also makes you really look at what's important. Where do you want to live? Me and my wife, we wanted to live in Montevilla. We wanted to be able to walk to a cafe, and then we looked at what we could afford in Montevilla and realized, so we ended up closer to Gresham. And our house is in a lot better condition than if we had bought in our ideal location. So we compromised on location to have a house with new siding and a new roof. So just think about that and set realistic expectations in the process. Well, that's a good starting point.